Okay, welcome to the stream, everybody. Nice to be back. Got some music this time, hopefully that works for you. I can only hear it if I also turn on listening to my own voice, so hopefully that's not too irritating. Please let me know if it is. Yeah, so let's start off as we normally do by playing Palingrid. I've added some updates today. I've added a goal bike, so I've been doing some testing. This is I've got some things to work on with this. There's obviously it's quite uneven at the moment with all of the gold blobs all at one end, so working on that. But for now, let's just see how close I can get. And I've also been testing on a different machine as well, on my test account, so you might see me on the leaderboard here. Let's have a look. It loads. I know that the leaderboard services have been having a little bit of trouble today. I am not on the leaderboard. I assume I turned that off. I suppose we shall see. That's a nice start. I think I want to put this somewhere here. Maybe like this. Okay. That's submitted because I was a little worried about the leaderboard services today. No, it's updated. Alright, cool. Is it too much to do this? I feel like it might be, you know? I'm not sure about that one. Oh, there's an EV here, so I can do that. I like this. Not bad. Yeah, can put here. That would be like, oh, end. That would work. And we've got even in the back as well. Okay, great. And I've reached a goal. Hurrah! I'll take it back out again. Does that work? It does work. Fantabulous. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, my mouse is not behaving. Please hold while I just grab the cable. Oh, 1 second. I need to go all the way around to the other side of the room. Hopefully my mouse should stop being quite so ridiculous for a little bit, if I can get this plugged in. There we go. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Fantastic, okay. Just get that sorted. Oh, the trials and tribulations. Okay, especially after last time. Fingers crossed will not happen similarly again, because that was a bit stressful, but that's all fine. Okay, anyway, where was I? So I'd gone to 29, that's not too bad. This is not like an upper cap or anything. I'm still working on it, so it's gonna look a little bit better and more easily indicate what your next goal is. Gotta do something with all these G's. What can go here? Like this. Like dirt would be a good one there, but I don't think there is another similar thing here. Oh, this is bothering me, so I'm just going to put in kings or something down here because I feel like I keep reading it. Yeah, it's not great. I just feel like I could get something better here, but in the meantime, okay. Ink, I like that. Pink. Nice. I blank R and let's put this here. Is beige a word? No, bag is. What about this? Okay, same deal. So maybe with those can swap out if need be. Wrap. Wrap is not a word. I will have to add that later because wrap is absolutely a word. But in the meantime, there we go. Map and pan. And then obviously we've got these two, which aren't really doing much at the moment, which I don't love. I've only got 46. I don't want for the goals. Even pure. Okay. What about pyre? 7, because I've got iron rip as well. Nice. You do anything interesting? Ong. Is that what it is? Oh, Godot. Right, okay. Is this worse? It is. Okay, well that's a slightly better thing. Godot there. Where can I put this eye that's better? Piers, maybe? Interesting that it's the same. Well, maybe I can put an E somewhere that's a bit better. No, we could ruin bag and gab. That's not doing anything. Wow, okay, let's fix that. Okay. 51. Look at me go. And I've overtaken my mum. Great, what a fantastic start to the stream. Wonderful, I will consider that done. Okay. On to the main event. So last time we spent a bunch of time rebuilding the settings menu here into actual UI, so we're going to do pretty similar here. We're just going to focus in on building the UI out. I think primarily for now I'm going to focus on not any of this, actually, not any of this stuff that you can see. If I can just turn that off temporarily. Yes. I'm going to move all of this random stuff that you can see into regular UI, I reckon. Yeah, that sounds like a good shout. Okay, standard mode UI layer. Okay, so that's all of this stuff. Nice. Alright. So, where to start? I probably need to update this, and maybe also this. Probably move that into some sort of credits thing. Anyway, that's a future me. So, briefly tweak that because it will annoy me otherwise. Is that in here somewhere? It's not in the code though, right? No. Okay, good. Probably because I changed it. Okay, well, let's collapse this one. Grab the control panel. What is this? I have no idea. I won't focus on that right now. Let's start with the settings button, given that we just did the settings menu. Actually, first we should probably go ahead and just put in a control for... What shall we make it? Hold on. How to lay this out. I feel like the credits and stuff should be in the top right corner. The settings bottom right. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I just need to... Let's just make this simple. Add a control. There we go. This is main UI. And for good measure, before I forget, I'm going to change this to pass all inputs upwards, because I do not want this control eating all the input that goes over it, because we might want to do input behind the scenes. And let's make this full rect. There we go. Okay. This info button. Ah, it's in the tutorial. Tutorial is such a weird word for this. Anyway. So, main UI. I guess maybe no, tutorial is a pop-up. It can stay. It can stay. Okay, so let's just grab. I don't know, let's just grab all of this stuff actually. Yeah, let's just grab all of that and put it in the main UI. Great, that was easy. Control panel here. What is control panel.gd? That's it. Right, all this does is expand it slightly if we're hovering over the edit button. Is that actually doable without code? I don't know now that I think about it. Maybe not. An interesting thought. Well, for now, I'm just going to, first of all, call this button edit mode button. I really don't understand. You normally, so the way that I tend to think about things is that in terms of the scene setup is that if you have a script on an object that's a parent of a bunch of other objects, generally speaking, that script should control the things under it, unless there's another script within it, in which case that script should control itself and its children. So it's really strange to me that this control panel script only seems to control the edit button size and literally nothing else. Because the other thing also is, like, why wouldn't you just make that only on the edit button? Anyway, let me just have a quick look at something, because I do actually want to know if this is feasible. Let's bring a browser window down here. Cannot make this. Oh, jeez. Magnify particularly easily for reasons. As you'll see, I don't have a magnify button on this window, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. So let's search Godot button scale on hover. Let's see if this does anything, brings us anything useful. Sure. Not enormously helpful. Okay, so that is kind of what I was thinking actually. Change the hover style to have expand margins set. I don't know if that will work, but I guess we can find out. I'd have to use a Starbucks texture, and then that would expand in sort of it would expand only the edges, which is not really what I want actually. But you know what, we're going to write a new script for this. Edit mode button. Not selecting a script, no thank you. So actually, do you want to just grab this? Why is it so wide? And I'm going to check if it's possible. Like, what's the nicest way to figure out if there's a hover? There we go. is hovered. Alright. Okay. Oh goody. And Godot crashed. Oh dear, let's update. Yes, 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 I know that we've experienced a problem. In the meantime, let's just go in here and make the script ourselves. Man, I really don't love this. I'm going to make a new folder. I can. Scripts. There we go. In there. Just call it UI. Pretty straightforward. And then let's add a VG script file, and I'm going to call it edit mode button. Great. Not at the moment, thank you. Extends button. There we go. Actually, instead of checking it on process, which is every single frame, maybe we do self dot, so this is listening to itself, self dot mouse entered, there we go. And we're going to connect to a new thing that we don't have yet, and we're going to connect just increase scale, and then we're also going to connect to mouse fitted decrease scale. There we go. And then over here we're going to actually define these functions. Actually, Godot usually distinguishes increasing and decreasing scale. No, sorry. There, it usually indicates private, quote-unquote private functions. Really, not really anything is really private in GDScript, because you can definitely call these from elsewhere. But if you want to look it to at least look like your intention is for this to not be called outside of this class or this script, because it's not class at the moment. There's no class name. I might make one later, but anyway, add one even. Can't talk and type at the same time. Okay, now that I've done typing that bit, let's pause for a second and actually talk about this. So yes, adding an underscore to the start of the function name is the way that Godot's sort of the done thing, I suppose, the convention, that's the word I was looking for. The convention is to have the underscore at the start of the function name, which you can actually set things so that in autocompletes and stuff, if your function name has an underscore, it doesn't suggest it unless you're in the same class. But for now, I'm just going to do this. And what was the scale that they had over here? They had 1.2. Okay. How about we just copy this actually? Oops, didn't mean to copy that line. Self, not scale. Do similar here. Okay, don't need process anymore. Now over here I can add edit mode button. Great. Fantastic. Just adjusting my microphone, sorry for the noises. Eeh. Too many things on my desk, there we go. That was pretty straightforward, and then that means also we can get rid of this. Have we tested it? It might complain at me. I don't know if we've got a bunch of errors happening or queued up to happen. Well, that definitely does not appear to be working. We have some errors. Nothing actually that useful now that I'm looking at it. So let me just open our new file here. So does this even fire is the question of the day? It does. Interesting. So if I now go into here, just make sure that we're on, actually got this refreshed. And I go standard mode, main UI. Edit mode button. Oh, of course. It probably is working actually. But that picture is not the button. This is fancy for some reason. Let's make this new Atlas texture then. How much of this are we using? We are using 1/7 of it. What on earth is what, like 420/6 is 70, I guess. No, 420/7 is 60, so 60 by 60. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So let's grab fancy.png, edit through. Oh, that's not working. That did not load. There we are, edit region. And let's make this, so this is where you can select in like an atlas of some kind, a specific region. In this case I have grid snap because it means I can just like select specific boxes. This is nice in this case because these are all evenly spaced, so I can just do this. Great, obviously this is not what we want, so let's see if we can shrink this. This is about the right size, but not in the right shape. We do like this. Does this work? Layout. Does it work if I then put you to center? It does. Nice. Okay, so this is the background as well. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Let's add a texture. And what is this? What is this called? This is called button back. Okay. Yeah, and how big are you? Great question. Repeat is enabled? Why? Pretty sure that is a mistake. Anyway, I think this is just 48 by 48 size, which is kind of strange, but sure, whatever. You are 48 and 48, okay, so let's center this as well. Okay. Centered, thank you, great. And then I don't like this at all, I'm deleting you. You may notice now that this is on top, and it shouldn't be, but that's okay, we're going to reorder it. Show behind parent. Nice and straightforward, and also just to double check, to mouse this passing propagating up, so we'll still be able to click on the button. Great. Okay, so this, just to double check, this is at 684, 689, in case this moves, because it might. Great, that's stayed in the same place. Cool. Delete that. Fantastic, okay. Press play and see what happens here. We have the scaling. we do, it scales from the top left though, you might notice. See how it's not scaling evenly. Like this point up here is staying the same. Also, it's zooming the background, which is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I might actually untick show behind parent and reorder these. Nice thing about this is that everything will stay the same. The even nicer thing about this is that because these are all referenced by export only and not referenced by the node paths that you saw in the control panel script, talking of which I should get rid of that. Yes, these are node paths, but we're not doing them anymore, so I'm just going to quickly edit and delete. Nice. Let's save this as well for good measure. Yes, so because these aren't at all, basically, these aren't at all referenced by those direct node paths, I've rearranged stuff and I don't have to go and find those node paths and change them all. Hooray. Now, to fix the scaling thing, we need to look at the transform and pivot offset ratio. And you can set the pivot offset manually, but in my case I just want to do 0.5 and 0.5, which means that it will pivot the pivot of the scale. So the center of the scaling now will be halfway down the center of this. And this should not have any issues at all because now it's just this one scaling and not its parent. Okay. That is the teeniest, tiniest scale imaginable. Okay. Just want to double check. This, in fact, is filling the whole of that. It is, and this is as well. This, by all accounts, if I'm understanding correctly, this canvas layer should be filling all of my UI, but it isn't. Maybe what I need to do is I need to go into project settings and I need to go to run. I don't remember. Please hold while I figure this out. Display window. Stretch mode, canvas items, okay. The canvas items being things like the UI. That's over here, which is a bit confusing. So where is that? Can I just add? Oh, it's because they literally are all the way over here. I see. You know what? That makes sense. I'm just gonna... I do this. Okay, so what... Can I just like move this up a bit? Not that one. No, because that actually only shows during edit mode, so never mind. This and just grab all of this. Yes, and move it over here somewhere. Zoom a bit, get it right into this corner. Let me try that again. Where's that blue line? There it is. Let's do that for now. Okay. Wonderful. Kind of want to increase that that settings menu bounce, the edit menu bounce even. Let's make this more like 1.5 maybe even. Is that too big? Could be, we'll see. I don't think so, I think I quite like that actually. Oh, we can zoom in and out, very nice. This is also zooming, which is very confusing. That doesn't really matter though. Let's reset that to 100%. Wonderful. Great. I'm actually going to commit that. Edit button and main view. Work in progress because it is. Let's commit that. Great. Okay. Next thing, I can close this. This camera is rethrowing me. Where is the camera? It's here. Where are you? Oh, you're here, okay. It's a random position, really. Make you a bit more centered. Oops, sorry about that noise. What would this be? This would be like 640. What happens if I do that? Nothing. Wonderful. Nice and easy. This whole thing seems kind of small now, but I will fix that later, I think. What is this, please? I select this. Part of it? No. Mouse cursor? Okay, whatever. It's a mouse cursor. What does this mean? I know I'm getting distracted. But what is this for? It's a tooltip. Interesting. Well, I probably wouldn't have called that mouse cursor. I probably would have called that tooltip. But for now, I'm going to leave that alone because that does make some level of sense. Something that doesn't make a ton of sense though is this should really be over here just to make some sort of sense, and just turn you off. Yeah, okay. These guys can be... Wait, no. Interesting. Move you over here, shall we? It's kind of random though. No? So it feels like it should be the other way up. No, not that. Same level please, there we go, thank you. And no, oh my god. Sure. Fine, whatever. I do feel like this Twitter link is a little outdated, because I don't think that anybody should really be going to Twitter at any point anymore. This goes all the way up to Maine. But why? Over here, whoops, not that button. Can I get the structure tab? Oh, it's down here. I never put my structure tab down here. What? Put that back up there where it belongs. There we are, on Twitter and copy pressed. Okay, well, I'm actually going to remove the Twitter button because I don't love that at all. And what is this? I feel like I really should know. Updates. What is updates? Can I turn updates on and see what that means? I know that's in the settings menu. What on earth is updates? We have... So, hold on, what was this doing? This was... update pusher node. What is update pusher node when it's at home? Okay, well, let's have a look at anywhere else. Okay, push updates. Okay, it is a control, surprisingly. Does it exist? It is there. What if I turn it on? Not a lot happens, actually. What's this meant to be doing? Creates a new label. I mean, does it? I don't see it. What calls push updates? Or push update even. My apologies. Let's switch out background color and see if that changes anything. Oh, it does. Alright, fair enough. These are not the right colours. It's interesting. I might fix that really quickly because I did do the settings menu last time. I don't really want to revisit it again because I've forgotten. Oh yeah. Okay, well. Window background settings. Green button. Nice. How does this work? Oh, you're just a thing by yourself. Okay. Add child mode. Let's just add a text direct and make it so we can. It just ignores it. The input completely. And there's no good way to do this, as far as I have understood. So, oh wait, no, there is a color rect. Hold on. Color rect. That's what I wanted. Okay, great. Layout. Anchor to the center, please. Do want you to be a little bit smaller though, maybe like a 35. And recenter yourself, please. Oops. Do not understand what's going on with this. Whoops. I reluctantly accept the use of COLR as color rect. Why do you look like you're offset still? That is genuinely bizarre. Because it must be snapping to the pixels. Anyway, so this is green, so let's make it extremely very green. And then let's just duplicate that, move them across. Obviously I will rename them shortly. Oh, hello! So I didn't see all your messages coming in. I was super focused. I did not have music before. I do have music now. Yes. Hooray. Love the pop emoji you have going on there. Don't know how long ago you messaged. My apologies that I was super in ultra focus mode. Did you decide which ones you wanted to print? Which wedding photos, I mean. That's blue. Oh my god. Hopefully my sister remains in the chat. Suppose we shall see. What about 3? And there we go. Except also I need to center this. Oh, and look, my hair has changed colour to match. How nice. Right. So I'm mildly distracted there, but all is well. Okay, let's save that and go and just quickly check this out. Goodness me, it's warm, and I'm not sitting in front of a fan, which you're welcome, otherwise you'd have to listen to all of the microphone peaking. But I am warm. Okay, wonderful. As far as I know, Dev does not have a coffee, but shall we just actually have a look now that I think about it? Bring this down here. There you go. Do you have a coffee? Documentation could be found where? Okay. Doesn't look like it. I feel like there might be a link or something somewhere up here if there was. Okay, well, for the moment, I will leave that as is. But I am going to change this because I do not enjoy the Twitter link, and just out of principle I'm going to remove it. Delete. And for the sake of keeping responsibilities separated, you're watching 2 streams at once. That is some impressive multitasking. What's on the other stream? But also, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Oh, that's not fun. Sorry to your friend. That does not sound enjoyable. Okay. I already deleted that. Great, so I'm just going to delete that. Yeah, well, That's nice of you. That's a nice thought. Ooh, not C#. No, thank you. I want to add another GDScript file. Let's make this coffee button. And actually, because I want to include my coffee, I'm going to do an export. There we go. Let's bring this up here. And look, this again. So this one's really weird. These are not evenly spaced at all. What is happening? Oh, no way. Hold on. Oh, the buttons. Wow, okay, so this is very confusing. So they just have one big image and then they've just sort of positioned two invisible buttons and just manually placed them around the relevant parts of the image. But why? That's such a strange decision. Well, anyway, given that I'm not using the Twitter icon anymore, I'm going to bring up a image editing program really quickly and just cut out the coffee button. Not this. I want to open an existing image from somewhere else, please. Right, repositories. Oh, my million worth. Nope, not there. I want to go to. I think this is under external, isn't it? Yes, it is. PNGTuber Plus, great. And I'm going to. Oh goodness, well, this is the question. Where is this? This is UI scenes, button, sprite links. Okay. Not link, but links. Okay, I guess. Let's just no. Canvas size. That looks about centered to me. Maybe a bit less than that. Maybe 60. 64 is a nice number for this, so let's try that again. That will do. And layers to image size, please. Great. And I'm going to export it as a PNG, but I'm going to call it coffee icon. Do I have a textures thing in here? It's test. Okay, good, great, wonderful. No, I don't, so I'm going to add this. UI copy icon. Save. No, I already don't need to actually save this. I'm going to just discard all of the other changes. Discard. Okay. So let's change you to have a copy icon. Yes. And you, I guess, can go like, I make you anchored to top left, like actually. Like this-ish. Sure. I can move you up here. Great. And just straight up delete that, but let me just double check because I don't want to make a bunch of changes and have something break. Is the coffee button doing anything? Don't believe it does. I am not doing an art. I am, or I was, just cropping an image. So I guess kind of, but no, not really. And delete this, and then I'm going to change this signal to, instead of calling this all the way up on main, I'm just going to connect this to itself. Where am I? Here. Click on copy pressed. Okay, connect. Great. To be fair, they are an artist. An artiste. I do enjoy like the scribbly nature of all of the icons. They're not very consistent, although I don't know whether that's just because this is a fork of the original repository, so the second person to have made changes to this might have done a bunch of different changes as well. I'm not sure, but we will see. So I want to actually split this up and have this button go to Kairos and next one go. Actually, you know what? This empty space is bothering me. I'm going to go back in and crop it even more. In the meantime, version labels is a terrible name for this, and it is also a lie. Whoa. Let's just open the existing one. Why this? Cancel. Can I just get the... There we go. Great. Got content. There is content here and here. What do you mean? No, there isn't. What? Just cutting out anything that might be there. There we go. That's what I was expecting the first time. Okay. Just overwrite that. Perfect. Don't need to save that. We've got this already. Fantastic. Okay. So let's move this up here. Get rid of that thing. Delete. I'm also going to hide these arrows because they are bothering me. Okay, so let's actually label this PNGTuber Plus Studio label. Credit label. Version number. Label. I've actually been toying with the idea of renaming this because I will be rebuilding so much of it. I've been considering changing the name of it and sort of re-releasing sort of new and improved version, I suppose, or a slightly different name. If you have any opinions about that, do let me know. This is an enormously sized box for a very small label. Oh, that was very dead on, actually. I might give myself a little bit more room just in case. That's a bit too small. 25, sure, that works. Okay, so I want to actually add... not that. Let's go with the good old VBox container again. Let's move it to... bottom left, and actually if I go to custom I can make it expand upwards only. It's already doing that, even better. Okay, and let's add an HBox container. And this is going to sure, that'll be fine. Sorry about the whistling there. Going to add the credit label under here and then the coffee button next to it. Yeah. just going to just adjust this now, move this, duplicate that. Wait, except I want mine to go to... Well, what is my coffee? Let me just actually double check before I start doing all sorts of random things. Whoop. It is what I thought it was. Brand. Nice and easy. Okay, and actually let's put PNGTuber Plus up top. Oh, you need to be in an Xbox container as well. Great, but I actually want to position you at the end. Is that a thing I can do? Can I make you sit at the bottom, please? Can. Thanks. Thank you. I will say it's not the most accessible font. One of the many things I want to do is change a lot of things so that this is all sort of at least has the option to have an accessible font. I want to change the theme because I don't know if you remember last time, but I added a pop-up theme. But to be honest, I don't really need it to be a pop-up because if I put this in here, then all of the spacing will be a little bit nicer. Although that said, I think I do want this VBox container to be a little bit more compact, and I think I want the coffee buttons to be first now that I think about it. I think I would like the way that looks a bit more. Whoop. Although then that looks weird because Google Dev doesn't have one. Maybe if I just make this sort of disabled and then make it grayscale if I can figure out how to do that. This resource is a bit strange. I'm going to save this as a unique thing. Credit label settings. And I will reuse it on this. Oh, it's already being reused. Fantastic. So let's just put this up here. This one I want to make it disabled. Yeah. Oh, it already does look grayed out, but for good measure I am actually also even going to do this, which changes the colour quite a lot. This is just like adds a colour filter over the top. Okay, I actually do want to make this a little bit more compact. Although maybe I could just do that by shrinking the coffee buttons down because they're quite large at the moment. Yes, also before I forget, I'm actually going to move this over a bit. It's very close to the edge of the screen right now. Position, let's call it 10. Is that it? 15. And 15. Yeah, there we go. Copy. And then let's just make these a bit smaller. Because how big are they at the moment? 55 and 61. Okay, well, icon, we can expand icon, please. And I think I would like to... Wait a second. 55 and 61, okay. Let's make it 40 and 40. How does that look so far? Not bad. I think I want to make these a little bit closer actually though. They're so large. Oh, because I'm not resizing it to just the size of the image. I see, I see, I see. Let's make this a little bit thinner. 35? 36. Yeah, hasn't changed the size, it's just brought that in a little bit. Great. Okay, I like that quite a lot more. Cool, I'm pretty happy with that one. Let me just reset this to be actually in the bottom left, and then I will... what is this? Why is it doing this? Oh, I'm misreading something. Everything's fine. So why is this so tall? No, I have to do it again. There we go. That's what I actually wanted to happen. Cool, I like that. Let's switch this out. Did it say in here set tool to text? Oh no, this is a push update. Okay. Save. Let's commit all of this. Wonderful. This is looking so much better. I'm very pleased. I do still think it's a bit tall though. Just didn't need to move that there. Maybe it's just me imagining things. Maybe it's fine. They're pretty far away from each other though. When I put these closer together, it's like a 10. This seemed pretty close. But maybe this is fine actually. You know what? I'm thinking about this too much. I'm going to be here forever if I keep doing this. Do that one more time. Bottom left. Minimum sizing, please. No, not that. This. Yeah. Reset to bottom left. Then reset to 15 and... Cool. Okay. Because I have not pushed it, I will just amend the commit to include that one last change. Okay, I like that, I like that, I like that. Alrighty. It bothers me that this is not the same font, so I'm just really quickly going to change that. Everything else is the same font. Let's move this up a little bit. So I want to actually make this unique and change the font color because that's kind of ugly and hard to read. Not by that much actually. I just like a bit. That's better. Okay. Now what? Still nice and set up. Okay, it's a bit of a pain that this doesn't look different, but that's alright. Also, we've got the settings button here. Settings buttons. same difference here. We're just going to reposition all of these. Nice and easy. Oops, that's all fine. And we've got the mic button as well. Just move this up for now. Rename you to be mic select button and mic button. How about we fix that? There we go. Oh wait, I forgot to center it. Whoops. Just redo that one bit. Great. Okay. This is a little pop-up-y thing, right? Well, it's empty at the moment, I guess. What is this? It's just a scroll container and then a VBox container. Interesting, interesting. You have anything interesting about you? No, not really. Maybe I will tackle that a little bit later, actually. But where even is that? It's up here. Let me just put it over there. Okay. And then... really odd that this thing is still over here. Stardew music is best music. Unfortunately, I cannot hear it currently because I am now on a 2 PC setup, and the PC that's doing the streaming and is playing the music doesn't have Bluetooth, so I can't connect my headphones to it. I have a headphones cable, but I would have to be so close because my that computer is under my desk. I would have to be the headphones cable is not very long, so I would have to basically have my face on my keyboard in order for me to be able to listen to the music through that computer. So I'm, for obvious reasons, not doing that. This is the only thing I've ever had to think about using Bluetooth with my under the desk PC. So I have not thought about doing that yet. I might in the future, but I'm not in a desperate need to listen to Stardew music at the moment. My favourite thing about Stardew music is that the creator of Stardew Valley uploaded Stardew Valley's music for free for anybody to use, which is very lovely. Okay. This is looking pretty good. I think the only thing I want to do right now is put these 3 things in some sort of vertical stacker. You may be surprised to hear that I want to change it to a VBox container, my favourite of things, except I want to move you all the way down at the bottom, please. To the end layout. Anchor it to the bottom right, please. Yeah. Except I do want to move you so you are in a bit. And up a bit. And I want to move you to the end, please. Where was this? Shrink to the end of this box, please. And you, I mean, you can as well, but that's not actually going to change anything for you. Just good measure. Now I'm actually going to make this one a little bit more compact as well. This one also 10. Yes, okay, so that implies to me they should probably be sharing a theme that isn't this one. this theme. Well, how much separation is there with HBox container? Oh, it still has 15. Okay, so I just want to go to VBox container. Change this to 10. Save. And I'm going to change the main UI to use this one, please. Thank you. I actually rename these because this is very confusing to see in that tiny little box. Just going to basically move the main UI to the front. That didn't work. Oh no, it did. Just took a second. Ditto here for consistency. Nice. So nice of them? What did I miss? Why did you say so nice of them? I see that was a while ago because the chat has disappeared. Oh, the free music. Yes, absolutely. It was very nice of them. Stardew Valley's creator is a cool guy. I mean, you know, as I'm sure he's aware, he's quite privileged that he could take 7 years off of regular life to do, sort of establish himself in game development. But you know, it's still, you know, still seems to be a generally quite a good guy, etc. And I definitely appreciate the free music because it's good music and it's excellent for having in the background of a stream. My wonderful partner has sent me a voice note that I can't listen to on the stream, so I suppose I shall not for now. Right, what else do we need? Do we need anything else? Maybe this thing. What does it look like on the actual program? You can calm down. I'm meant to be clicking on it. Okay, well here's a pro tip if for anybody watching. I am in fact clicking on the mic select button, so whoops. MISC. Yes, so under debugger and MISC you can see the last controller you clicked. But that didn't do anything. Why not? On microphone menu button. Okay. Not this one, I want to just grab this. This is apparently visible. Interesting. Yeah, I agree. He does seem like a pretty cool guy. I mean, you would if you had made that much money, to be honest, but I am also glad, you know, you would be chill, I mean, if you had made that much money, but like, also, I'm glad that he is, seems like a pretty cool guy, and I'm very, like, very pleased to see that he's not going through the true money grabbing route, and, route? Wow, what happened there? Money grabbing route. Maybe English. Americanism sneaking into my vocabulary. What was I saying? Yes, not going through the true money grabbing route. I think I said route because I was imagining somebody sort of like taking over a bunch of things and extracting value for all it's worth, which I suppose routing as a verb would be that. Anyway. I'm glad that he's not gone full capitalist, basically, and is releasing all these free updates, etc, etc. Yes, I completely agree. Okay. I was opening the mic input select, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Whoops. That is the wrong thing. What does this do? Allegedly, it does this. I don't like any of that. First of all, let's change this to although just gonna put that as a node for now. You'll see when you'll see why in a second. Yes, I agree. Which is nice because I felt, you know, you see a lot of people getting really successful and then just being like, I will make more things that will get me more money forever and ever, amen. But this guy does not seem to have done that, which seems cool and I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna sort of rebuild this bit. Yes, I agree. For sure. I don't think anybody else will ever have as much success in the same way as that guy, but you know, I do feel like he's definitely something to aspire to if anybody ever does get that successful. I mean, like, sure, but Undertale was a while ago. I feel like now it would be difficult. Anyway, before I move on to something else, I'm going to change this to be a control, save, and this doesn't make any sense as a thing. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to have it build itself when the show is requested. I'm going to have a list here of children, and those will, I'll keep those here. Okay, so when the show is called, Deltarune is still happening. That is true. That is true. I suppose that he's like, or whatever pronouns that person uses, is similar-ish in terms of just having that one perfect thing. I mean, yes, we love indie devs, not least because I am one. Not that I'm making any money whatsoever. So if anybody's watching the VOD, please subscribe, etc. Come follow me on Twitch. Not that I've got me any money directly, but it's free for you to do so. I might as well get the promo here while it is relevant. Okay, so this is going to clean up any options that I've put in here, and when show is called, and then it will go through the current input list and update this and add new ones. So what we had before was it would only build this list right at the very start of you opening the game. So if you plugged a microphone in later, it would never come up. So I'm fixing that. And I'm going to just put mic options dot append new button. Sure. Okay. Just want to check one thing with the docs before I show a fun thing. Right, okay, so I'm actually not going to do this. I'm going to change this to create instance, which might seem confusing, but I promise it's not once you see what I'm doing here. It's not button scene, it will be mic option scene. Won't be container, it will be mic option container. Great, so now I can get rid of this. And that might not seem a lot tidier, but I promise it is. So I need to change this type to just be control. Now it's actually, we don't want it to be called mic option scene. Mic option button placeholder. Now you might know what I'm doing if you're an experienced dev who's watching, but you might not. I only discovered this recently, which is very fun and enjoyable. Instantiate child scene, it's mic underscore select button. Where is this? Whoa. Why are you down there? You what? Not that. And oh, I see what's happening here. So I actually want this to be positioned at the bottom. Shrink end, I think. Yes, so now this will make sure it's at the bottom of this box. I'm going to move you up a bit. So that when it opens, it looks like it's actually coming off of the mic option button. Not quite there. Let's move it down. Zoom in. Like this, or like here. Let's do it there. Okay. Now this we can load as placeholder, which is a lovely little function that is really genuinely excellent and fun to use, because now we can leave this here and it will be loaded when we need it and populated at that point, which is great. You there, container there, great. Well, I actually don't think I need to create instance here. Don't think I need to do that at all. I don't think we even need to have a reference to it, because create instance, if I actually open this in here and go to the docs, can I do that easily? Contextual help. Yes, here we go. So it loads in the node and creates a copy of it and replaces a sibling above the instance placeholder in the scene tree. Thanks. Have a good rest of your evening and good night, etc. Oh, did you start that book? Was it good just before you go? Interesting. What does like yes mean? Goodness, this is so tall. Oh. And we were just talking in the last stream about how non-fiction books are really hard to read. Oh, interesting. So very placed in real life. Are the real world places that you know in that like you've been to, or no? Oh, I see. Well, maybe you can pretend that they are that they are fake and they don't actually exist, perhaps. Anyway, I'll let you go. Oh well, that's not very helpful. Probably interrupts your viewing process a little bit, I imagine. Oh, got a couple of extra viewers. Welcome, friends. Welcome. I'm currently in the process of rebuilding PNGTuber Plus Studio. I don't know if you heard my heard me earlier in the chat. I was wondering whether I should rename this to something slightly similar to re-release it. Have a think about it. I don't know for sure if I want to do that or not. Right, anyway. We've converted all of this to controls now, so that's much nicer and neater. This is looking okay. Let me just have a look at see how it works. Oh wait, I need to change mic input select up here at the top of this extremely long class to be a control. Then go down. Good night, Sky Lily Games, which great username by the way. Great, please do in fact lurk, because the two people that briefly joined have now left. Good night. I was briefly considering moving this out to just be all handled here. Thanks, I appreciate that. I wish more people stayed to watch, because I would like it if I had more people learning things, and nobody's watching my YouTube videos, unfortunately. It is not meant to be like a pity party or anything, it's just factually accurate. And, you know, I feel like this is relatively valuable. Sure, I might be waffling a little bit, but I feel like we're doing some good things and improving this project quite a lot. But it is what it is. Anyway. So I was going to move this out, but this is also toggling off the settings menu. Confusingly, the settings menu does not toggle off the microphone menu. But that notwithstanding, maybe for now, for the sake of tidiness, even if it does reduce the settings menu visibility, remove this tiny bit of functionality, I think I might just do this and just go into do we have a place? We don't have a script on this yet, so I might add one actually. New script. Let's put it in scripts /UI. Mic select button. Okay. And back out here, all the way up. Where was it? Did I scroll past it already? I did. Yeah, that's the thing I wanted. And then let's just do I need to change this to add a class name so I can reference the thing. There we go, and now I can make this a mic input select, and that means I can't accidentally add anything else that's not meant to be there. One second, I need to just change it back, save, go into here so that Godot picks it up, and then do it back again. And then I can do this and it will auto suggest the relevant things to me, or at least it should. Show mic menu. Great. Maybe instead of show mic menu, let's do a setup mic menu. And then change the visibility after that. Probably don't need to, but it's a bit nicer to show it before we set it up. Oh wait. If mic input select it's not currently visible but it's about to be, then set up the mic menu. Otherwise, don't do that because we're about to close it. Okay, and then I want to select, disconnect that. Said connect this to myself. Yeah. Grab the mic input select. Wonderful. I might even go crazy and position this, reparent that. Yeah, I like that. So I like that this sort of comes off this. I do not like the positioning of it actually that much. I'm going to just shift it back over a little bit. There. That'll do. And because I like the way that this comes off of this, if I move this button, I want to be able to move this as well. And if I've reparented the menu to the button, then it will move along with. Nice. Okay, so let's set that. This is not looking correct. Why not? Oh, I need to change this name. It is not saying anything, that's partly why. Mic name. What is mic name? Oh, there is this, okay. What? What on earth? Okay, give me a moment, sorry. This is a bit more confusing than I was expecting. So, I don't know why this is not setting correctly. This is just saying ready. Oh, right, because this used to be just set up at the beginning of the game and then never touched ever again. So let's just do a setup. And we can have pass in the parent pop-up and whoops, can't type. Rename this. No, I'm not, apparently. I still can't type. Hello! Welcome to the chat, and welcome to the other mystery person who has joined the stream as well. How's it going? How was roller derby? Whoever else is watching, if you'd like to answer a question, please feel free. I'd love to hear from you. Or even if you don't want to have a question, and you just want to say hi, that would be lovely. So I don't need to make another function there, I just need to add a thing to keep the reference to the parent pop-up, because as you can see, this getParent.getParent.getParent thing is hideous. I hate this very much. So I'm going to delete that completely and call it, and change this instead to keep a reference from the setup originally. Just make this here. missed something. Oh, this actually needs to extension button. Okay, now instead of this, previously we had if the mic input select is not visible, then we just want to leave and not do anything else. Otherwise, we carry on. We set all the microphone relevant stuff relevant. Okay. I'm also, I mean, give me a second, just for good measure, I'm going to change this script note. You know what? Fine. Can I rename it from here? No. Annoying. I see, I've named this mic select button. I need to change this to mic selection menu button. Let's change it to that. And I'm going to rename this one as well, so we don't have a clash. Selection menu button. And then if I go back down to here, where was this one? No, here. Where was this? This was microphone select, okay. Not there, apparently. Where am I looking? Goodness me, UI seems okay. Right. Okay, let's try this now. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I see. All right. Also, I need to change this to call the setup with setup like that. Great. And then the on button pressed should be fine. What was the actual error that we encountered here? What was it? That's because this is not a button, this is a line backtracked. I see, I see. Ah, because we're missing the label. Okay, that's easy fix. And option label the text is that. Great. And this can just go back to finger control. Fantastic. Nice and easy. Yeah, let's do that again. Did I accidentally disconnect that? No. I will just check. It's still connected. Good. 5 viewers. Welcome, friends. Please feel free to say hi in the chat. Would love to see some more activity and say hello. What's going on there? Why is this little weird white bit there? Well, never mind. That all seems to be working nicely. It's clearly I do not have my microphone set up for my avatar on Twitch the same as I have it set up here, because it's looking kind of insane. But that's alright. This is a bit strange in terms of picking that, but that's okay. Maybe I just have a quick look as to what is going on there. Ah, it's because it's not flat. There we go. And you should also, so it was sort of shading all of that bit, and moreover, it was not anchored to be full rect. Great. I'm going to have to wrap up in a second. My partner is basically home. Unfortunately, there are now 5 viewers, which is the most that we've had on stream. Welcome. Unfortunately, I do have to wrap up shortly, but please feel free to join me again. I think my next stream is going to be Friday. It's been a lovely stream. I feel like I've done so many different things. I've achieved a lot. We have, just have a look at our Git history. I have... what have I done today? I have moved all the main UI to be in actually UI, set up in that regard. I've changed the credits and swapped out the copy links to be individually spaced. I have organised the main menu to be a bit in the bottom corners, and my last commit for today will just be the mic select menu and all of that we have just done. Fantastic. Mic select menu set up in UI a bit more nicely. Cool. Nicely done. Let's push this as well, just so that anybody can go and see it if you like. You should be able to see it on GitHub at github.com/BexEdmondson/PNGTuber Plus Studio. I think it's called. It should be pretty straightforward. I think I've just forked it. If you're interested in the code, if you're interested in any of the previous changes I've made, the VODs are up on YouTube. My YouTube handle is also the Bex Games. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, hello, and please feel free to come and join me over on Twitch. Would love to see you. Drop me a follow, subscribe, like, you know the drill. I'm sure you've been around on YouTube long enough. If you haven't, you've been around on the internet. Great. Thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you next time.